I won't stop till I hear him say,
what do they need to move forward in this space?
It's a change of culture that is a necessity. Today they're quite entrenched in I would say, old concept of banking secrecy. So even though banking secrecy does not exist anymore, so today they have to embrace the fact that there are new players, these players that should not be competitors but partners, to bring those tools, to bring those digital tools to their clientele. These clients are getting younger and younger, so there's a tremendous amount of transfer of wealth between generations. Whether it's new wealth or existing wealth, it's being transferred. And the new generation of the new high net worth individuals, they definitely want to use those modern technologies in order to operate.
A tremendous amount of transfer of wealth between generations. Whether it's new wealth or existing wealth, it's being transferred.
Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been mentioning to you all for quite some time that institutional adoption in cryptocurrency is gaining a high level of interest. There is a transfer of wealth happening right now, a new world digital agenda that is taking place right before our eyes. And it is our choice as normal, everyday, average individuals, right? Lower class people, okay, because we're not elites. We do not operate with billions and trillions of dollars. At least if you're watching this YouTube channel, most likely you do not. Therefore, you need to understand what level of civilization you operate on, and that is underneath of these elites. We are experiencing a massive transfer of wealth right now, where as normal everyday individuals, we can participate on what the elites are doing via this transfer of wealth from an old way of doing things to a new way of doing things via digital currencies. So pay attention. This is a cryptocurrency awareness video. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, smash that like button if videos like this help you all out, motivate you to gain an interest in cryptocurrency. Do your own personal research. Nothing that I constitute here is financial advice. I'm just spreading crypto awareness to let you all know that anybody telling you not to invest in the cryptocurrency markets, any article that you read scaring you out of dipping your toes into this cryptocurrency market and stopping you from doing research, ignore that. Banking institutions, high-end individuals, people with billions and trillions and millions of dollars are investing in cryptocurrency. Do not let them fool you that they are not. So I'm going to prove that here in this video today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video breakdown. I appreciate everybody for returning back to the YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's get started into today's video breakdown. So first, before we get started, I'm just going to play another video snippet for you all, showing you all that the old way of doing things is extremely irrelevant right now. And banking institutions, private investors, okay, they are moving towards a digital way of doing things. If you have not started doing your research on cryptocurrency, I highly suggest you start doing so, either subscribing to a YouTube channel like this one or dipping your toes in the water via your own personal research, which unfortunately not a lot of people have a lot of time to do. Okay, so let's just take a look at this video right here, and I want you to pay attention to what this gentleman says.
And that's why you've got in big letters, old finance is dead. So I'm going to talk a bit more about that, and tell us, where are you seeing the biggest sort of waves of disruption in this space?
Sure, we're sort of slightly cheeky say old finance is dead. I think it's really about the industry is restructuring, and it's restructuring in front of us.
Really about the industry is restructuring, and it's restructuring in front of us.
If you look what Goldman have done with Marcus, they've taken the balance sheet and abstracted everything else away from it and opened the balance sheet out to the fintech world. And that's where we see the structure of the finance industry going forward. People like ourselves managing all the distribution and origination of, say, credit, and also the pipes into the clearing of sterling and euros. The balance sheet of the banks playing a different role, but being the center of risk and holding of risk. Just like the music industry, when iTunes came out, record labels owned it all. Now, record labels are still there, but their role in the industry has changed. So we're seeing a moving of the industry like we saw in music. And we call that old finance.
Absolutely massive adoption taking place in the cryptocurrency market. And these articles, these FUDsters, they will lead you to believe that these bank and institutional traders, they are not taking interest in these cryptocurrency markets. You guys can do your own personal research. So just to show you all, we saw big bank and institutional adoption in 2019 all the way until now. However, because of the cryptocurrency market sell-off and all the FUD that's surrounding the market space right now, articles like this will go undercovered, okay? Now, I want you all to really ask yourselves, who are the whales in this market and what are they doing to the market right now? I've told you guys multiple times that they are giving themselves discount. Okay, banking institutions, these big high-end entities, they're not going to buy from high prices. They are going to manipulate the market to sell off, to buy at lower prices. Watch and mark my words. The candlestick that prints when institutional adoption comes into this market space is going to be massive across the cryptocurrency board. Okay, so what do we see here? Who are the whales? I'm just going to cover a few of them here in today's video breakdown. Square adds 170 million more Bitcoin into its balance sheet. Company now holds 5% of total cash reserve in BTC. And I just want you all to pay attention to who the CEO of Square is. It's very significant to just correlate an article that I presented to you all in a previous YouTube video breakdown. Square has bought more Bitcoin, adding $170 million worth of cryptocurrency to its balance sheet. The company now holds 5% of its cash reserve in Bitcoin. Its Cash App was used by more than 3 million customers to purchase or sell cryptocurrency last year. And look at this key little highlight right here. As a part of its ongoing commitment to cryptocurrency, Square believes that cryptocurrency is an instrument of an economic empowerment, providing a way for individuals to participate in a global monetary system and secure their own financial future. The company explained the investment is a part of Square's ongoing commitment to Bitcoin, and the company plans to assess its aggregate investment in Bitcoin relative to its other investments on the ongoing basis. The New York Stock Exchange listed company led by CEO Jack Dorsey, this name is very significant via an article that I read to you guys a couple days ago on the YouTube channel, who also heads Twitter Inc. and is seeing increased Bitcoin adoption. Coming over here, what do we see? Later on in the future, after this article was published, we see now later date, June 9th, 2022, this is up to date, Z and Jack Dorsey launched a Bitcoin Academy and public housing complex. And I mentioned this to you guys. Look at how they create FUD around this type of investment. U.S. billionaire funded crypto education. Is it really what low-income people need? Look at this. Why are they saying things like this? But watch what it is that I'm about to read to you all. Every high-income individual, people, right? Prop firms, these billionaires, these millionaires, these banking institutions are all dabbling into cryptocurrency. So why is it such a stipulation for low-income people to invest in cryptocurrency? Obviously, of course, they don't want the transfer of wealth to happen from low-income people to high-income people to take place, okay? I'm telling you all, this is a nasty transfer of wealth that is about to happen. And your normal class individual that is just walking around, right? Go to the mall, ask 100 people if they know about cryptocurrency. 90% of them, if they do say yes, are just going to say they know about Bitcoin and Ethereum, nothing else. The level of knowledge and the lack of information out there is so heavy right now. It is crazy, okay? But we see another big player, Microstrategy, added hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Microstrategy subsidiary adds another 4,197 BTC to balance sheets. On Tuesday, enterprise software development firm Microstrategy announced via a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that its subsidiary Microstrategy acquired 4,197 Bitcoin, totaling $190.5 million. That is insane. Why are companies like this buying Bitcoin if it's dead? Okay, coming over here, we see MicroStrategy chief, Bitcoin is going to go into the millions. Despite Bitcoin's violent sell-off, MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor is holding firm. The Bitcoin bull said he is in it for the long term and his strategy is to buy and hold the cryptocurrency. There is no price target, Michael Saylor said. I expect we'll be buying Bitcoin at the local top forever, and I expect Bitcoin is going to go into the millions. So we're very patient. We think it's the future of money. Saylor said Bitcoin has sold off with other risk assets like stocks as the Federal Reserve has moved to raise interest rates and investors have sold off riskier assets or assets with valuations that had soared. That Saylor said is separate from the meltdown of stablecoin Terra USD and its sister token Luna, which he thinks will accelerate efforts to regulate stablecoins and security tokens. That'll be good for the industry, he said. Over time, I think as people get educated and as they get more comfortable, I think we will recover from this drawdown. Very significant. Just showing you guys that Square and MicroStrategy added hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to their balance sheets. Why on earth would they be doing that? These are big key players. I've told you guys multiple times that whales are the people that control these markets, and these are the whales, people with billions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin, okay? We see here, this is a very interesting article. We know that the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency confirmed crypto as a valid form of custody service, and this is the article right here. OCC clarifies bank authorities to engage in certain cryptocurrency activities and authority of the OCC Chartered National Trust Banks. Who is the OCC? The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency is an independent bureau of the United States Department of Treasury. The OCC charters, regulates, and supervises all national banks, federal savings associations, and federal branches and agencies of foreign banks. They ensure that the banks they supervise operate in a safe and sound manner, providing fair access to financial services, treat customers fairly, and comply with applicable laws, regulations. So very significant that they're pretty much blessing off on banking institutions, that they can provide custody services for cryptocurrency. That is massive, okay? And this is going undercovered right now. Okay, a lot of people, because of the market sell-off, are not paying attention to the fine details. Cryptocurrency adoption is coming, and you all have to pay attention to that. It is not going away. These markets are here to stay, and the markets right now are being manipulated. We see over here, Mass Mutual invested $100 million in the Bitcoin, as well as Fidelity. Look at this. Fidelity says, again, who are these key players in the market? That's what you should be asking yourself. Fidelity says a third of the big institutions own cryptocurrency assets. About a third of large institutional investors own digital assets such as Bitcoin, according to a survey from Fidelity Investments. A key highlight here in this article, the results confirm a trend we are seeing in the market towards a greater interest and acceptance of digital assets as a new investable asset class. Jacob said Fidelity declined to comment on the amount of customer assets or holdings by institutional groups. Coming over here, we see insurance giant Mass Mutual buys $100 million of Bitcoin. Insurance giant Massachusetts Mutual recently unveiled a $100 million investment in Bitcoin for its general investment account. The company purchased its Bitcoin through the New York Digital Investment Group and took a $5 million minority equity stake in fund management outfit. In a press release, Mass Mutual said that the investment gives it a measured yet meaningful exposure to a growing economic aspect of our increasingly digital world. Okay, must mean nothing that these banks and institutions, these high-end individuals, are investing millions of dollars into Bitcoin. They're not just doing that for nothing. Here we see another key big player, CME Group, to launch Ethereum futures on February 8, 2021. Ethereum futures to expand CME Group robust crypto derivatives offering for institutional traders alongside CME Bitcoin futures. This is massive, okay? And over here we see another big key player, Goldman Sachs, announces Ethereum futures as institutional interest grows. Goldman Sachs, a change of tone roughly a year after denouncing cryptocurrencies as a non-asset class. I wonder why they did that, to create FUD into the market. The U.S. multinational investment bank and financial service company opened up to Bitcoin and is currently diving deeper into the Ethereum ecosystem. They are adopting these cryptocurrency assets. So I just thought that I'd share with you guys a institutional adoption awareness video showing you guys that big key players are investing in cryptocurrency. We understand that there is a massive transfer of wealth happening right now. The old way of doing things in the financial world is dead, and the banking institutions have to keep up with the new way of doing things, which is a digital age. All right, so blessings to you guys all. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, smash that thumbs up button, spreading cryptocurrency awareness, understanding that the age of digital information is coming, the transfer of wealth is coming, this new world agenda where the banking institutions are going to be adopting these cryptocurrency assets is coming, and this is going to be a massive, massive change in our digital infrastructure. The question is are you going to participate in it or not? Remember, nothing that I constitute here is financial advice. Spreading cryptocurrency awareness, showing you all that banking institutions are adopting cryptocurrency assets. Blessings to you guys all. As always, be safe, be cognizant, do your own personal research. I will see you guys in the next video breakdown.
I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.